Let me ask you something. What's the one thing that wakes you up every day? What drives you? What pushes you to go beyond what you thought were your limits? You see, a lot of people go through life without ever answering that question. They just exist, not truly living, not fully engaged. But let me tell you something, you were put here for more than that. You were meant to leave a mark, to do something that not only matters to you, but that lights up the world in some way. Life isn't just about getting through the day. It's not about just existing or going through the motions, ticking off boxes as you move from one task to the next. No, life is about something much bigger than that. It's about discovering what sets your soul on fire, finding that one thing that makes you feel alive, and then chasing it with everything you've got. We all have a purpose, a reason for being here, but far too many people spend their lives without ever finding what that purpose is. You might be wondering, how do I find that purpose? How do I even know what that fire feels like? Well, it's about taking the time to look inward, to quiet the noise of the world and listen to that voice inside you that's been calling out all along. It's about identifying what makes you feel most yourself, what makes you lose track of time, what you do that brings you peace even in the chaos. That's where you begin. But it doesn't end there. Once you identify it, you've got to be brave enough to pursue it. I know it's not easy. You'll face doubts. There will be people who tell you it's not realistic or you're wasting your time. And that's where you've got to decide, are you going to let their fears define your future? Or are you going to trust yourself, take that leap, and pursue your passion with everything you've got? The truth is, if it doesn't scare you a little bit, then it's probably not worth chasing. Anything worth having is going to require effort, sacrifice, and even pain. But the rewards of chasing your true purpose are unimaginable. When you find that thing, that one thing that makes your heart race and your spirit soar, nothing else will compare. There is no greater feeling than waking up every morning excited to do what you love, knowing that you're not just living, but thriving. You'll encounter setbacks, no doubt about it. The road won't always be smooth, but if you keep your eyes on that purpose, those challenges will only make you stronger. Each obstacle becomes a lesson, and every success becomes sweeter because you know it's the result of your perseverance. Chasing your purpose is not just about success or recognition, it's about fulfillment. It's about knowing you gave everything you had to something that mattered. It's about living with intention and refusing to settle for a life that doesn't inspire you. So dig deep, listen closely, and go after what sets your soul on fire. Because at the end of the day, the only life worth living is one where you're fully aligned with your true purpose, giving it everything you've got, and never looking back. Challenges are inevitable. They will come whether you're ready for them or not, and more often than not, they'll arrive at the most inconvenient times. But here's the thing, challenges aren't just roadblocks meant to stop you in your tracks. They are opportunities, tests that shape you into the person you need to become in order to fulfill your true potential. Without them, there would be no growth. Without those struggles, you wouldn't be able to experience the depth of your own strength. Too many people avoid the tough moments, hoping for a smooth path or easy answers. But life doesn't work that way. It wasn't meant to. The best version of yourself, the one who reaches their dreams, the one who changes the world, that person is forged in the fire of hardship. You can't escape struggle, nor should you try. It is the fuel that drives progress. If you never encounter obstacles, you will never know how strong you truly are, how much you're capable of. Every challenge is a chance for you to push your limits, to discover a new depth to your character that you might not have known was there. The key is to shift how you see struggles. Most people see them as setbacks, as signs to quit or turn back. But real progress, real transformation happens when you face these moments head on with resilience and determination. There will be days when it feels impossible, when you think you can't take another step. That's the test. That's the moment where your character is being built, where your resolve is being strengthened. The greatest victories are never achieved on easy days. They're earned through pain, through disappointment, through moments when everything seems like it's falling apart. You see, each struggle you face is shaping you for something greater. It's not about the immediate pain or frustration, it's about the long-term growth that comes from pushing through. Every failure, every setback is a lesson that teaches you something invaluable. It's teaching you how to handle pressure, how to stay calm in chaos, how to keep going when the odds are stacked against you. And through it all, you're becoming the person you need to be in order to walk into your purpose with confidence. When it comes to pursuing your dreams, there's no such thing as halfway. You can't just dip your toes into the water and expect to swim. If you're not willing to go all in, to give everything you have, your time, your energy, your heart, and your soul, then you'll never truly experience the rewards of greatness. Greatness isn't something that happens on the side, something that you can casually work on when it's convenient. It requires dedication, sacrifice, and a commitment that goes beyond surface level effort. You have to be all in, no excuses. There are people who try to chase their dreams with one foot still in the comfort zone, trying to play it safe to hedge their bets. But let me tell you, that approach will never get you where you want to go. Success isn't for the hesitant. It's for the ones who dive in headfirst, who put everything on the line, because they understand that true achievement requires unwavering commitment. If you want to make it to the top, you've got to burn the ships. You've got to be willing to give it everything you've got and never look back. When you commit fully, you're telling yourself that no matter what comes your way, no matter how difficult or uncertain the journey may be, you're in it for the long haul. It's about having the courage to make decisions that align with your goals, even when they're tough. It's about making sacrifices that others might not understand, but that will make sense to you in the long run. If you're not willing to fully commit, then don't expect to experience the full measure of success. Mediocre effort yields mediocre results. But when you put your whole heart into what you're doing, when you dedicate yourself to the process, something extraordinary happens. You begin to realize your potential. There will be times when you'll doubt yourself, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, when the road feels endless. But that's when your full commitment will make all the difference. When you've given everything, when you've poured every ounce of energy into something, you won't stop just because it gets hard. It's precisely in those moments of difficulty that your true character is revealed. Those who commit fully don't quit. When things get tough, they dig deeper, push harder, and find a way forward. So make that choice right now. Don't hold back. Put everything you've got into what matters to you and trust that the effort you put in will return tenfold. When you commit 100%, you're not just pursuing a goal, you're laying the foundation for greatness. And I promise you, greatness requires nothing less than everything you've got. There's a common misconception that once you reach a certain point, you've made it, that once you hit a goal, you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. But let me tell you something, that's not the way life works. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment you start stagnating. Success isn't the end, it's just the beginning. The truth is, life is a constant journey of evolution. No matter how far you go, there's always a next step, always a new challenge, always another version of yourself waiting to emerge. Reaching a goal is a wonderful thing. It's something to be proud of, something to celebrate, but it shouldn't be the point where you stop pushing, where you think you've done all you can do. Because if you stop evolving, you start slipping backward. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should you. There's always more to learn, always more ways to grow, always another version of yourself that's just waiting to come forward. The best version of you isn't a place you reach, it's a process, a constant progression, a never-ending striving towards something greater. We've all heard the saying, the sky's the limit, but that's not entirely true. The truth is, the only limit is the one you set for yourself. If you settle, if you stop growing, then you're choosing to live within those boundaries. You're deciding that this is as good as it's going to get, and that's where you'll remain. But if you keep pushing, if you keep striving, if you keep evolving, you'll see that the horizon keeps shifting, and with it, so does your potential. There's no finish line, no ultimate destination. There's only a continuous journey of becoming. Even when you've accomplished something great, don't let that be the moment you stop looking for new opportunities, new experiences, and new ways to better yourself. Every success, every milestone is just a stepping stone toward what's next. The most successful people are those who don't rest on their laurels, but instead keep setting new goals, keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep expanding their boundaries. The best version of yourself is always just beyond the horizon, just out of reach. But that's the beauty of life. It's not about getting there and then stopping. It's about chasing that version of yourself with everything you've got, always reaching for it, always growing, always evolving. So keep going, keep evolving, because you haven't even scratched the surface of who you're meant to be. The journey never ends, and neither should your pursuit of growth. In the end, the journey toward greatness is not about a destination, but about the choices you make along the way. It's about discovering your purpose and pouring your heart into it no matter what. It's about embracing the struggles, understanding that every challenge you face is a lesson that shapes you into the person you need to become. It's about committing fully, not just dipping your toes in, but diving in with everything you've got, trusting that the effort you put in will pay off in ways you can't even imagine yet. And most importantly, it's about never settling, always evolving, always striving for that next level, because the best version of yourself is always just beyond the horizon. Greatness isn't handed to you. It's earned through hard work, resilience, and an unshakable belief that you're capable of more. So whatever it is that sets your soul on fire, chase it with everything inside of you. Embrace the challenges, commit to the process, and never stop growing. Keep pushing forward, and when you look back, you'll realize that the path you've walked wasn't just about achieving your goals, but about becoming the person you were always meant to be. And that, my friends, is the true meaning of success. So find that passion, fall in love with it, and never let go. You were meant for greatness, but greatness requires your all. And if you do that, if you commit fully, then I promise you, there's no limit to what you can accomplish.